Number 17, Jordan Colofiore. Jordan is escorted by Julie and Corey Rowan. Number 21, Dylan Reinhardt. Dylan is escorted by Michaela and Jeff Massey and Creighton Reinhardt.
I'm gonna be up there.
No worries.
I can't feel my feet, so I have to be real careful. Some lady kicked me out of her seat up there already.
I was gonna say, please be very careful. Oh no.
Number 29, Alejandro Ramirez. Alejandro is escorted by Maria Soto and sister Elizabeth Ramirez. Number 43, Michael Begley. Michael is escorted by Kim and Rebecca Begley. Number 44, Daniel Kabalik. Daniel is escorted by Ben and Stephanie Kabalik.
Somebody needs to like drop it.
Number 56, Christian Hoop. Christian is escorted by Travis and Rochelle Hoop.
But there's something else. I mean, we have to. But I think there's even one
Number
more
60,
like some of
Peyton
these
Wilkie. Peyton is escorted by Valerie Wilkie and Eric Barber. Number 77, Chris Frazier Jr.
Oh, you're right.
Chris is escorted by Teresa Frazier. And number 79, Matt Hogan. Matt is escorted by Patty Hogan. Seniors, and especially senior parents, thank you for all that you do.
If we for sure beat Papio or Pap South.
We beat Papio in overtime. We need Norfolk to lose.
Norfolk lose, South win, and Papio win.
Ian, how's it going?
Going alright. Got to hang out with McGuire. His thumb is not broken.
Oh, they play North Flat. Yeah, they're good. At North Flat. Yeah.
I'm not 100% that that's the only way in, but that would help.
Bro, Brody.
It's kind of complicated.
Brody. Look at Brody down there.
Basically, we gotta win. I mean, that's.
On the 25. He's making that guy feel mad embarrassed. He's so embarrassed.
Once again, thank you, seniors and senior parents.
Okay, so you have stats.
I got both offense, both defense, both kicking, and then standings.
Today, for your pregame entertainment, we have Millard Mustangs Squirrel.
Well, it's Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, I know, but you have it labeled as Lincoln.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it for some reason. I got lazy.
Yeah, but Baptista. 62-9. They're a run first offense. 1,100 yards in like 5 games. That's incredible. And then so on here, you can go to any team and look at their schedule, who they beat, who they lost to. So we have that.
You still got a chance. Is there a way to get live scores consistently?
Let's go, one more. Sorry, this way. One more.
What's down?
Friday. So they'll be here.
Huh?
They'll be here, but I don't know where we're gonna. You starting? How many? Is there a website for live scores?
Looks like we could probably set by K.
You can just go to Twitter and search for the hashtag any games like that.
I think it's only
Joining us on the field, please welcome the Millard North Exhibition Band. Tonight is the premiere performance for the group. They performed earlier this season as part of the mass band football pregame and the Millard Days Parade. The group is very excited to get the opportunity to perform for you this evening. The band show is entitled Roll With It, features the music of the Rolling Stones. The show includes the classic hits Jumpin' Jack Flash and Ain't It Black. Millard North is proud to present drum majors Carissa Johnson and Olivia Melton and the Millard North Exhibition Band.
All right, here we go. Let's see what they got.
Let's go.
What?
I'm gonna take.
Sorry, long story. We're supposed to put up a graphic of Michelle Edmonds tonight. We're going to go home and style.
They got more body movement than we do.
There's a single trumpet carrying them.
Oh, the baritones are lacking. The mics are on.
Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, headphone.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Yeah.
So that makes it so I can't hear myself.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I please have your attention for a special announcement? Millard North High School is deeply saddened to receive the news of the death of longtime Millard North teacher Michelle Edmondson. Mrs. Edmondson was diagnosed with breast cancer, and after a long battle, she died Thursday morning. In her years at Millard North, she touched the lives of many students, staff, and parents. Mrs. Edmondson was a very involved and active member of our staff at Millard North and cared greatly for her students. Her husband, Brad, is a social studies teacher at Millard North as well and is a longtime member of the Millard North High School football coaching family. Please join us for a moment of silence in honor and respect for Mrs. Edmondson. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Friday night matchup between your Millard North Mustangs and the visiting Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. We thank you for joining us. Millard North 4-4 coming into this game. This is a highly anticipated matchup. Lincoln Southwest 6-2 currently leads the district. Millard North needs this game to get into playoff contention, and they are ready to go. Mustangs on a 2-game win streak, looking to continue that into this game. Mustangs will receive the ball first. They'll start on offense. It's a large crowd out here for the Mustangs. Whole community showing out on this beautiful Friday night. As we said, Mustangs coming into this game with a lot of momentum. They had a win over Omaha Bryan 2 weeks ago with a score of 50-17, and then a shutout victory against South Sioux City last week by a score of 69-0. So the Mustangs are truly on a roll, and they are ready to get going here as Lincoln Southwest will line up to kick the ball off.
On to kick the ball away is John Hole, senior. Gets our game underway. The kick is high. We'll go to about 5-yard line. Turned by Hogan Marshall. He lost the ball. It will stay Mustangs ball.
That'd be a bad way to start the game, losing the ball there, but Mustangs jump on it, and they'll have the ball at about the 18-yard line.
Would have been a disaster to start this game. Luckily, they were able to pounce on it.
So we all know the way the Mustangs like to play football. They like to take their time, drive the ball down the field, utilizing that fullback option. And they've got the personnel for it. Quarterback Evan Hansen, fantastic on that QB keeper.
Hansen will hand it off up the middle. Gain about 5.
So that's a good first play. So the Mustangs want every play, they want chunk yardage. 5-6 yards, just driving down the field like that. That was Colin Bogatz on the carry. Bogatz, the sophomore, he's been a stud for the Mustangs all year, averaging 83 yards a game.
Hansen will come under center again. It's 2nd and 4. There's motion behind him. He will keep it. Shrugs 1. Will get wrapped up. About gain of 2 for Hansen on the keeper.
That was a smart keeper there by Hansen. You saw Bogatz get absolutely creamed right after Hansen pulled the ball. So a good play. Go for a gain of maybe 1 or 2. And it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Mustangs definitely want to get to 3rd and short situations. They've struggled in a few games during this season with 3rd and longs, not being able to pick up first down. So 3rd and short is a great opportunity for Millard North to break that trend. Hansen on 3rd and 1. He will pitch outside. It's Vermas. Pick up the first down.
That's one of the Mustangs' elite playmakers there, number 8, Caden Vermas. Vermas, only a sophomore, already has an offer from Nebraska to play football. He had a career day last week against South Sioux City, scoring 3 touchdowns, including 2 on punt return. So he's a young star you'll want to watch out for in this Mustang squad.
He's only a sophomore this year.
Mustangs different formation, I-back now with Bogatz and Vermas.
First down. Hansen will hand it off to Vermas. Vermas got some room to work. He'll pick up another first down in a row.
It's a great play there. This Mustangs team is built off teamwork and sacrificing for each other. Colin Bogatz there knew he wasn't going to get the carry, but he still led block like a boss up the middle for Vermas and helped him break that 12-yard run.
Mustangs trying to establish the run early. It's their style. That's how they want to play football. And it'll open up the pass game as the game progresses. First down again. He will hand it off. Vermas spins out of 1. Get driven back. He'll get about 2 on the first down carry.
That was that I-back formation again. Mustangs offense has changed as the year has gone on. The first few games we saw nothing but that fullback and those 2 wings that they love so much. But later on in the year, we've seen a little bit more throwing out of the offense. We've seen some I-back like we just saw. We've seen some 2 slot on one side. So the Mustangs offense has developed into something much different than we anticipated coming in.
2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. He will keep it himself. He'll lunge forward for about 2. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So this is what the Mustangs want to try to avoid. 3rd and long situations. But overall, this drive has been relatively successful. 3 minutes off the clock already. Mustangs at the 50.
Big 3rd down on the first drive here. Let's see if Millard North, they've got 2 wideouts. Motion behind Hansen again. He's going to fake the pitch. He's going to roll out and get swallowed by the southwest line. Force 4th down.
Hansen's tackled by his shirt there, kind of looking for a flag, but there was nothing. That was that designed fullback run, or pass there, excuse me. Colin Bogatz would go out in the flats. Hansen would roll left and hit him. We've seen that play be really successful for the Mustangs in past games. It's one of their favorite passing plays, but Lincoln Southwest was all over it. Here's a flag thrown. It's a false start on the Mustangs. They'll go back another 5. So that'll make it 4th and 17, but the Mustangs will still punt. It's a high punt. It'll be fair caught at the 35. He bobbles it, but he'll get it.
It's number 3, Jack Baptista.
So the Silverhawks offense will come out on the field. Silverhawks, much like the Mustangs, are a run-first offense, but they have a quarterback in shotgun right now. That's Colin Fritton. He'll throw, looking for something, and he'll get nothing. So the first play, Mustang sack. Colin Fritton will go down for a loss of 6.
It's the 9th sack of the year for the Mustangs. They've been able to get to the quarterback, consistently get him under pressure. If that continues this game, it's going to be a real struggle on offense for the Silverhawks.
We saw it especially against South Sioux City last week. You know, the Mustang defensive line was all over South Sioux City. Couldn't make anything happen. That helped them get that 69-0 shutout win.
Will hand it off. Trying to hit the edge is Noel. Be a gain of about 3. Bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 14.
So they'll bring up 3rd and 14. You got to be thinking pass here. And they do. They have trips to the right, lone receiver down left, and a running back in the backfield. Fritton in shotgun, he'll take it. But a flag will fly. It'll be a false start on the offense. So the Silverhawks will go back another 5 yards. Couldn't have asked for a better defensive start than the Mustangs are having right now. Sack on 1st down, stuff on 2nd, and then with 3rd and long, the Silverhawks get another penalty and go back. So we'll make it 3rd and 19 now.
He will hand it off. He's got a hole up the middle, able to escape one.
That was number 20, Cal Newell on the carry. He got close. And they will get the 1st down.
Yeah, Mustangs definitely thinking pass there. We're not ready for the QB draw.
Very good. Cal Newell, the best player on this Silverhawks offense. He's averaging 137 yards per game, already over 1,000 yards on the season, so he's a weapon to watch out for, and he'll get the ball again right up the middle for a gain of 4. Again, Newell in the backfield. Twins to the right with the slot in the left. It'll be a pass, but he'll throw wide, and a flag will come out late. It'll be pass interference on the Mustangs. It's number 7, Jaden Hogan Marshall. Didn't look like Hogan Marshall was holding much, but he kind of got into the arms of receiver. That pass was intended for number 11, Jackson Carpenter. So the Silverhawks will go forward and get a new set of downs. Southwest kind of making me eat my own words about how the Mustangs had a great defensive start, as it's kind of turned into a rough one for the Stangs. Looking for a stop here. Silverhawks will have 1st and 10 at the Mustangs' 37-yard line. Fritton still in the backfield with Newell. It'll be a pass again. Fritton rolling right. He'll hit Baptista.
And no one will touch him as he strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Lincoln Southwest.
Well, we didn't want to mention his name, but that's Jack Baptista, wide receiver. Another one of the offense Lincoln Southwest has.
Showing off his lethal speed as he just outpaces the rest of the Mustang defense. Doesn't get touched.
That's right. He was over to that right side. He came in looking like a slant, but then cut back straight. And Fritton just hit him, and he was up the sideline. PAT is good. So the Silverhawks will score first, making it 7-0. With 5:36 left in the first quarter of this game. I want to take a moment to thank one of our sponsors. Thank you to Union Pizzeria for supporting Mustang activities. We thank you for your long time, proud support of Millard North athletics and activities. Please be sure to visit Union Pizzeria the next time you are out and about in Mustang country. So after that score, the Mustangs will receive again, looking to get a little farther on the drive this time. They had a great start last one, looking to finish it this time.
Back to receive for the Mustangs is Jaden Hogan Marshall and Caden Vermas. On to kick it away for the Silverhawks is number 54, Ashton Gazga. Low kick. Hogan Marshall just came to his knee there as he was sliding to grab that ball. They're going to call him down at the 12-yard line. Unfortunate. He was just trying to stretch for that ball. But it will start the Mustangs out in not great field position. Problem they've struggled with all year, getting deep into their own half and not being able to get out of it.
That's right. Mustangs need to get in a roll on offense to kind of get things going here. Starting at their own 12 is kind of inhibiting them. But we saw them do it last time, and we'll see if they can do it again. So Mustangs with 2 slots to the right. Vermas will motion. It'll be a handoff to Bogats up the middle, who will shed a tackle and go for a gain of about 6. So a good chunk yardage play on first down. Here's second. Mustangs in that same formation with a tight end right and the 2 slots to the left. Again the motion, and again the handoff to Bogats, who has a big hole. And he'll go forward for a gain of about 15, 20 yards there. Great carry there by Colin Bogats. So the Mustangs ran the same play twice in a row, and the same hole was wide open. Great job by the right side of that Mustang offensive line, clearing the way for Colin Bogats. They'll come back in the I formation. Bogats lead blocking for Vermas, who will have nowhere to go, and he'll go for a gain of about 1.
Yeah, the Mustangs are definitely still trying to establish the run. Haven't seen them pass the ball at all yet this game. something that they, at times, has been very good weapon for them. So we'll see when they kind of switch to a more open offense, but for now, they stay establishing the run.
That's right. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And on this drive, the Mustangs running is not broke. So they'll line up again, same formation, that I in the backfield, Caden Vermas. Flag will fly. It'll be a false start on the Mustangs.
Yeah,
Number 43. Number 43 with the jump.
Yeah, these second and third and longs definitely been hard for the Mustangs all year to get out of. They need about 6 or 7 on this play to set up a comfortable third down.
Mustangs will shift the strength to the left side, and it'll be a pitch to Vermas out to the left. He's got room to run. He'll stiff arm a man and go out of bounds at the 50. So that'll be another gain of about 17, and a great run by Vermas.
That works too. I mean, why not just grab the first down?
That was a perfectly designed play. Mustangs had the field to the left, and they knew they had a guy whose speed could take advantage of it. So they sent a couple lead blockers with him, and he was off to the races. As the Mustangs looked to cross field for the first time this game.
About where they got to last drive before it kind of stalled out. They got a fresh set of downs right at midfield. Great opportunity to kind of open up the game.
Keeper by Hansen. He'll bust a hole, and he's got room to run. And he'll go down at the 16-yard line. A great 30-yard run by Evan Hansen. We've talked about it this entire time. Hansen, one of the best in the game at pulling the ball, able to read the defense, and he got up for a big 30-yard run. So Mustangs now with all the momentum. 1st and 10 from the opposing 17-yard line, looking to respond. Vermas in motion, handoff to Bogats. He's got a hole, and he'll drive forward for a gain of 8. So another great run by Colin Bogats, and the Mustangs offense is humming right now.
That's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1.
Mustangs are knocking on the door.
I formation. Vermas will get the ball. He'll have a lead block, but he'll get swallowed. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down. So the chains will move, and it'll be 1st and goal.
For another Millard North, the Union Pizzeria first down.
1st and goal from the 7 here. Mustangs in the huddle. One of the only offenses in the Metro that still uses the huddle system, and it works great for them. Most teams get their play called in by a coach. Hansen will keep it himself. He'll go up the middle and get close to the line, but not quite in. So Hansen with a gain of 6 or 7. And that should bring up 2nd and goal from the 2.
There's got to be a position where Mustangs have to get into the end zone. They have to keep pace with the Silverhawks team. This great Silverhawks offense. Their record proves it. They're 6-2 on the year, so definitely need to get all 7 here if they want to keep pace with this offense.
So it'll be a handoff to Bogats, and he'll get in for the Mustang score. So Colin Bogats will cap off a great drive by the Mustangs. He'll score and get the Mustangs on the board for the first time this game with 1:18 left in the first quarter.
That was a great response by the Mustangs going down early. We've seen sometimes this year they get in kind of a rut and get behind by 2 or 3 touchdowns early. Great response.
PAT is good. So the Mustangs will even the game at 7-7. And as you were saying, the Mustangs, when they get down, they tend to get in their own heads, and they try to come back too soon. The Mustang offense is not built for fast-paced scoring. So you like the Mustangs to stick with them and grind out the game. That's what they're good at, and that's how they can win.
With a little help of the defense, if this offense keeps humming like that, we'll have a real good game on our hands.
So we talked Evan Hansen's running ability. We saw him bust that big run on that drive. Hansen has 7 passing touchdowns on the year and 8 rushing touchdowns. So he's just as lethal in the air as he is on the ground, averaging 76 yards a game. As the Mustangs will get the ball.
There's the Hans. Well, they let it drop to the Mustangs. They'll grab it and put it right to the 5-yard line. A huge break for the Mustangs.
That was the perfect bounce. Kicker Cole Jansen dropped the ball right at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think that Southwest team thought it was going to bounce out of bounds, but so the Mustang offense, with great field position, keeps Southwest out the field. It will be handoff to Vermas, who will try to spin out a tackle. He's still going. It'll be about 4 or 5 yards.
So Des DeHaans with that great play got the return all the way to the 8-yard line, but after the play, the refs will call the ball dead where DeHaans caught it. So it'll be Mustangs ball from the 29, and after that first run, they're already inside the red zone.
It will be a run to Bogatz. Had a little bit of room, but he's not going to get much. He'll get a gain of about 1. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mustangs need to take advantage of this opportunity to put points on the board.
It's not often you get a miscue like that from the receiving team and get gifted field position like this. Mustangs have to take advantage of this.
Especially from a team as good as Lincoln Southwest. So the Mustangs will let the clock run out as we'll hit 0-0 end of the first quarter. Score is tied 7-7. You know, we talk Lincoln Southwest being 6-2, but their schedule is not all that difficult. Started off the year 3-0 with wins against Lincoln, Columbus, and Lincoln East. Lincoln High is an even school. Lincoln East barely above 500, but none of those wins were super dominant. Southwest lost to Papillion La Vista by 2 scores. This Mustang team beat La Vista in overtime. So, while the records may think that these teams are very far apart, the schedule shows something very different, and the Mustangs are just as good, and if not better, than this Lincoln Southwest team.
Yeah, the Mustangs play in Omaha, a hotbed for a lot of great teams. They played Westside real close. They played Prep kind of close until the end. So this Mustang team has gone up against some of the best rated teams in all of Nebraska, and they've come away with some close results. So definitely closer than the records will tell us. Mustangs will have 3rd and 5 at about the 24. We'll have 2 out wide. Hansen under center, looking to pick up the first down. He will throw. He does throw the flag. It will be holding on the defense.
Pass was intended for number 13.
Got a little tug on the jersey there.
That's Griffin Semrad. Pass was intended for. That's the second pass the Mustangs have attempted, and that was blatant pass interference. Semrad was almost pulled to the ground by his jersey, so the Mustangs will move the chains and get a first down.
Yeah, I feel like without the penalty there, he completes the slant, and with a move or two, that could be a touchdown there. So it's definitely the right call from the refs.
I agree, and he also had stud sophomore wide receiver Pierce Mooberry downfield as well at that tight end position. Mooberry's been incredible for the Mustangs, making all sorts of athletic jump catches this year.
Knocking on the door again. Here's Hansen. He will hand off to Bogats. He's already got one. He's fighting for yardage. We'll get about to the 5-yard line.
That's a great run by Bogats, and that's what you like to see. Bogats already basically tackled by 2 players, and he makes an extra effort and goes forward for number 2.
Yeah, even if the blocks aren't there, he's been really good this game about just being able to shift a little bit out of a tackle and get that extra yardage.
Reminds me a lot of former Mustang running back Brian Petrie, the way he's so short and fighting for extra yards there. He hits the defenders, doesn't let them hit him. He's been playing great football all season.
Will be 2nd down and 3. Hansen will be under center. It'll be a pitch to Vermoss, who goes untouched for the touchdown.
So Mustangs will score off of the recovered kick. Vermoss will get his first one of the day, and the Mustangs will take the 13-7 lead.
It was great blocking on that play. Vermoss was not touched as he waltzed into the end zone. Great momentum shift from the Mustangs and taking advantage. Kick by Jansen will go wide. It'll stay at 13-7.
Mustangs have had kicking woes all year. We've seen a combination of different kickers. So not surprising that that extra point will go wide, but Mustangs will still lead 13-7. Attention Mustang country, tomorrow, Saturday, is the Millard North Craft Fair at Millard North High School. Lots of Mustang activities, spent time setting up the gyms, cafeterias, and Mustang centers today. And tomorrow there will be over 100 different vendors selling their wares, advertising, and showing off some incredible fall attire and decorations. Millard North Craft Fair is a great fundraiser for the Mustangs and a great opportunity for small businesses in the community to get out. So please go visit the Millard North Craft Fair tomorrow and support your Mustang community.
Jansen will be on to kick it away after missing the extra point. Southwest looking to avoid another miscue.
So it'll be high in the same spot. This time it will be caught.
Slips through a few tackles and gets himself to a flag comes out.
Flag will fly late.
Number 27, Cale Henn.
And you got to believe the Lincoln Southwest coaches on that kickoff, all they're saying to their guys is get the ball. Don't let the Mustangs fall on it. Don't give them another opportunity to score like you did last time. And they'll get the ball. That flag will be a personal foul on Millard North.
Yeah, the Silverhawks definitely going to try and keep their defense off the field and get a big, long drive, especially because Mustangs have had back-to-back possessions where they've just grinded and beat on that Silverhawk defense. So, I mean, they have decent field position about from the 50. We'll see if the Mustang defense can step up.
It'll be a shotgun. Fritton will hand it off up the middle. Great fill run support by number 2, Charlie Quaintance. That was number 20, Cal Newell on the carry. Gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd and 6. 2 running backs in the backfield. Fritton in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Newell again, who will break a tackle and go forward for a gain of 3.
That's why he's been so proficient on the ground, just bouncing off tackles. I think they wrapped him up around the line of scrimmage. He just kind of squirms out of those, picks up the extra yardage.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Big play for both sides.
It'll be again a give to Newell.
Wraps him up. It'll be close. Looks like it'll be 4th down. Looks like the offense will stay out on the field. I mean, it's 4th and inches.
That was a great fill there by Charlie Quaintance coming up and making the stop before Newell could get the first down. So 4th and short, you got to be thinking Newell again, as the Southwest will try to drive him off sides. They won't. Fritton changing the play. He'll take it. It'll be a give to Newell, who will go for the first down. Gain of 5.
Very, very good play by Newell.
A little surprised the Mustangs didn't stuff the box. They had to have seen run coming. Newell has been cooking them so far this whole drive.
He's been cooking teams all year. I don't understand why they didn't stack the box, especially on such a short yardage situation.
2 in the backfield with Fritton. He'll take the snap. It'll be a pass. He's got nowhere to go. Almost tripped up, but he'll get out of it. Finally pushed out of bounds, gain of 4. That was great pass coverage downfield by the Mustangs. Fritton was looking for something, and he didn't get nothing. Mustangs almost had the sack, but squeezed out of it. Go for a gain of 4, so it'll bring up 2nd and 6.
I mean, you got to give Fritton some credit staying on his feet. I mean, there are several times in that play that he almost tripped up. But that's that constant Mustang pressure that we've seen. They got the sack on the first drive, and they've been constantly in his face all drive.
Fritton, a very experienced player. He's been a 3-year starter for this Southwest team. Been very consistent, giving him the same elite offense every single year. As here's a give to Newell, and he'll get stuffed for nothing.
These are the type of situations you have to force this team into, 3rd and long, so it could possibly take away that running game, although we did see on the first drive of a 3rd and 17 conversion from Newell. Definitely going to be looking to watch the draw, as that's the play that burned him last time. With the running back like Newell, the entire playbook's open here. Little shift.
Strength goes to the left side. And it looks like a timeout will be called by the Mustangs. So that shift right before the snap kind of messed up the Mustangs' defense. So Coach Petito will take a timeout, talk it over with his boys. It's a crucial 3rd down here.
Yeah, it's a 3rd and long with 8 minutes left in the second quarter, even holding them to a long field goal attempt. Very good for the Mustangs.
From here, it'd be about a 35, 40-yard field goal. I don't know many high schoolers who can kick that. Mustangs have all the momentum so far in this game with back-to-back scores to take the lead. And now this defensive stand could give them a chance to take over.
I mean, the Lincoln kicker, Gazga, he's only hit 1 field goal, but it was a 35-yarder, so he definitely has a pretty decent range. He's also hit 19 of 20 on his PAT, so he's a very consistent kicker.
So here they come back out. Mustangs defense is now set. Fritton will be in the backfield with Newell and a lead blocker. So it'll be a pass.
Pressure. Great play by number 11. It's Jackson Carpenter.
Carpenter, 6'1" wide receiver, being covered by Jaden Hogan Marshall for the Mustangs.
Hogan Marshall just didn't look around for the ball. Let Carpenter get the position on him.
That's right, Carpenter took him deep and then just kind of gave a little comeback and was wide open with the ball. He gets in for the touchdown. And Lincoln Southwest will respond as they'll look to take the lead with this PAT.
Refs tell him to get off the field.
So they'll send the kicker off. Looks like a shoe was untied or something. So a backup kicker will come in for Lincoln Southwest.
They'll bring on John Hull.
This is where the missed PATs come to kill the Mustangs. It's a tie game right now. With this PAT, they could take the lead. And oftentimes in close games like this, 1 point is the difference between a win and a loss. That's good. So Lincoln Southwest will take the lead 14-13 with 8:02 left in this second quarter.
It is looking optimistic for the Mustangs. They've kind of had their way with the Silverhawks defense ever since that first drive. So you got to be thinking 8 minutes on the clock with that draining offense. It's got to put the Mustangs in a good position to take a lead in the halftime. Silverhawks do receive second half kick.
Right, so the Mustangs offense will come back to work. They'll receive this kick. 8 minutes left. You got to be thinking score on this drive, stop, and another score. You want to go into halftime ahead, and you still got plenty of time to do it.
John Hull will stay on. He kicked off the game. Came out for Gazga, sorry. But he will come on to kick it away again. Split duties from the Silverhawks kicking team. Mustangs started with great field position on the last drive. A good return here would be nice. They only got that field position off a miscue. Back to receive is Hogan Marshall.
Vermas back there with him. Kicking for the Silverhawks is number 60, John Knoll.
It's a tight game here, 13-14, 8 minutes left in the first half. Mustangs with a chance to respond. Hull is going to kick it away.
It'll be deep. Hogan Marshall will catch it, bobble it at the 2-yard line, so he'll try to make something happen, and he'll get an edge, get a block, and Hogan Marshall's got room to run up the sideline.
Just not quick enough.
Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Hogan Marshall takes what could have been disastrous and makes it a great play. Good blocking there by the return team.
That was great. He was very calm under pressure, being able to stretch the field and just get around that guy, get a sweet block to let him keep going. Sets up nice field position at the 33 for the Mustangs, whose offense right now is rolling.
I-back formation. It'll be a give to Bogats, who will get swallowed but go for a gain of about 3. So Bogats and Vermas have been the Mustangs' bread and butter so far this game. Every carry going to one of them, too.
Haven't seen much of the pass game from the Mustangs except on that pass interference call.
Another give to Bogats. He'll take a hit and go for a gain of 1 or 2.
Fortunately, this puts the Mustangs in a 3rd and long.
Situation they don't want to find themselves in here, but we've seen them break it before. And rest assured they can do it again.
Burned about a minute off the clock so far.
So coming out, 2 slots to the right with a wide receiver, and Bogats in the backfield. It'll be a pass. Hanson will throw it high and miss Mooberry.
He's going to be short of the sticks regardless.
So it'll bring out the punt team. And the Mustangs will go 3 and out for the first time this game.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see from this offense. They went kind of back to their Bogats up the middle, left them in a tough situation on 3rd and long. Would have liked to seen the utilization of Caden Vermas on that drive, maybe open up the field.
Vermas has some great speed, so you want to get him outside, especially when you have the field like they did.
Not a great punt. Will set up the Silverhawks about at midfield. It's Quaintance on the punt.
So the Mustangs defense will be back on the field. We've seen them be very stout against Lincoln Southwest, except for a few big plays. They've started to understand running back Cal Newell, trying to keep him under wraps. So Fritton will be in the shotgun, Newell with him.
It's really important here for the Mustangs not to go down at half, as Silverhawks will get the kick.
Fritton with the snap, it's a pass. Defense all over him, and he'll dump it into the ground at the feet of his offensive lineman. Smart play there by Fritton.
Again, the Mustang pressure a little too much for Fritton. We've seen that all game. He's had to roll out. Sometimes he gets sacked. So that pressure is really going to be where the Mustang defense can turn the tide.
They've done a great job all season of getting after the quarterback. That's one of the bright spots of this Mustang defense. Lots of good rushers. Fritton in the backfield with Newell. It'll be a handoff. No, Fritton will keep it roll right, and he'll have a big run, go for a gain of about 11. Was almost got in the backfield by Pierce Newberry, but barely escaped. And that's the second time we've seen him kind of get out of his shoestring tackle like that and make a big play downfield. So Fritton shows his playmaking ability and gets a first down. Got trips to the left with a tight end. Fritton will take it. Design QB run. And this time he'll get taken down.
Nearly lost the ball in there.
Number 5, Rocky Chavez on the tackle. A flag is thrown. It'll be holding on the Silverhawks offensive line. So they'll go backwards. And it'll be a redo first down.
Yeah, this penalty gives the Mustangs a little bit of life on defense. They get another chance to hold them out of field goal range, as that great run by Fritton put them on the verge of it. Gotta think they gotta hold the Silverhawks from points here.
Fritton will take the shotgun snap. He'll throw. It'll be completed to Baptista, but he'll fall down for a loss.
Coverage has been well on Baptista tonight, except for that one play where he snuck into the end zone. They've had to make Fritton go to other targets like Carpenter, which unfortunately has worked, but it's been a great job by the secondary, who's been covering Baptista to kind of force Fritton to spread the ball around.
Outside of 2 big plays, this Mustangs pass defense has been pretty good. Silverhawks had one jump ball touchdown and then another just kind of fluke cutback touchdown. But they've given Fritton a lot of problems, as the Silverhawks will take a timeout, talk over that play. But yeah, a combination of this pass defense and the pass rush getting after Fritton hasn't really allowed him to complete mesh downfield. Haven't really given him much time in the pocket either.
Yeah, those big plays to Carpenter and Baptista, as well as the explosive running of Newell, is really what kept Southwest in this game so far. Defense has been really solid besides those few lapses in coverage.
Mustang edge rushers Goy Tip, Michael Begley, been really effective for the Mustangs. We see Caleb Kahara in there on the inside. We've seen him get after the quarterback a lot in other games.
will be second and very long.
So Fritton will be alone in the backfield. Thinking maybe QB draw here, throw the Mustangs off, but a second and long. He'll take it. It is a draw. He'll break a tackle and go for some.
Very shifty. I mean, it's a good chunk play, but it's still going to be third and pretty long. You got to expect another pass or a QB draw.
So that'll bring up third and 19. So third and 19. Fritton no longer alone in the backfield, but he's got Cal Newell with him. We saw Newell bust a 20-yard run on third down a few drives ago. And the ball is out. Newell will lose it, but he'll jump on it. It'll stay with the Silverhawks, but great job by the Mustangs. That was number 2, Charlie Quaintance, coming up to fill on run support there and get that hit. So the Mustangs will force a 3 and out, and with 4 minutes and counting left, the Mustangs offense will be back to work.
Yeah, that big penalty really helped the Mustangs on that drive. Really pushed them out of field goal range, canceled out Fritton's big run earlier. So, I mean, Lincoln Southwest kind of shot themselves in the foot there. Doesn't matter. Mustangs will get the ball back. It'll be a kick will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
So with that touchback, the Mustangs will start with decent field position at their own 20-yard line. And with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, the Mustangs have a chance to drive to take the lead in this game. Hanson under center. It'll be a Hanson keeper. He'll make a move, try to go for some, but get tackled and go backwards. That was number 76 on the tackle, Cole Ludke for the Silverhawks.
Yeah, he just got caught up on his own lineman there. Christian Kaufman kind of getting in the way of him. Will be second and 8. About 3 minutes left on the clock. Hanson will go under center of this motion behind him. It will be a pitch to Vermoss. Worked earlier. It's a little well covered this time.
Mustangs threw that pitch to the short side of the field, so Vermoss didn't have as much room to string out the defense and get the edge. It'll bring up third and 4, excuse me. This is a crucial third down here. Mustangs need it. They have a tight end to the right and 2 slots. It'll be a handoff to Bogats, who will go up the middle for a gain of about 3. So it'll bring up 4th and 2, and the Mustangs offense will stay on the field.
This is a dangerous game they're playing.
A dangerous play, but one I believe will pay off. Mustangs have been able to gain 2 yards pretty consistently on every single play, and they won't.
They will change their mind.
No, I was really hoping the Mustangs were going to make that call. 2 minutes left. You know your defense can stop them, so why not give the offense a chance to extend the play? Here's Acquaintance. High punt.
Boomer.
It'll be caught at the 43-yard line, so the Silverhawks offense will come back on with 2:05 left. So the Mustangs forced a 3-and-out last drive, and they'll look to do it again here. Fritton's in the backfield with Newell next to him. Shotgun handoff to Newell, who will get the edge and get stuck by Charlie Quaintance, again coming up on that run fill safety position. He has been a guardian angel for the Mustangs all game, coming up and stopping big Cal Newell runs, not letting him get away downfield.
Yeah, when Newell puts his head down, he's just hard to stop. He runs like a bull.
Runs like a bull, but Quaintance hits like a truck as Newell will get stopped for a gain of 1. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Clock is ticking on the first half. Under a minute 30 to go.
Mustang defense has to be expecting Newell here. Silverhawks have been very confident in him. And they will give it.
And a great stop.
So a huge Mustang stop. The ball will go backwards, and it'll bring up 4th and 4.
We will not see a timeout from the Mustangs. Feel like they are
don't know what they're doing.
Pretty content to kind of just let it run out. Trust the defense in the second half. They've been playing great.
So the Mustangs are going to let the clock run. Not going to take the timeout. Your offense can score quickly. We've seen them do it before, so instead of a minute, clock will continue to run now to about 35.
Looks like they will call the timeout, but after wasting about 40 seconds.
So I think what the coaches are thinking there is if for some reason you go 3 and out, you don't want to leave Lincoln Southwest with time to score, and you know they can score quickly with those off weapons they have.
Yes, okay. It's good because they practice at first because it's a longer break than, because even the little icon showed like no music for a while. Like, is it done? And they're like, nope.
Okay, so you had them practice it? We're good? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yep.
Punt is high and away. Backtracking. They're going to let it drop. And it'll drop to the 3-yard line. So maybe a good decision. They can just kind of knee this clock out. Not have to deal with this awful field position. It's a great punt. Favorable bounce. So Mustangs will start deep inside their own territory. Got to be expecting a few safe runs to kind of put this first half away and go into halftime only down by 1. They will take a knee. And heading to halftime, the score will be your Millard North Mustangs trailing just by 1 point, 14-13 to Lincoln Southwest.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half action from beautiful Buell Stadium on this clear Friday night. Your Millard North Mustangs are taking on the visiting Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Millard North down 14-13. It's been a back and forth game. Mustang defense has gotten a few stops that have been crucial. This offense scored once and scored right away again to put them ahead, but Lincoln Southwest was able to respond. Mustangs had some great defensive stands at the end of that second half to go into the half only down by 1, but Lincoln Southwest will get the ball to start, and they'll have a good return, tackled down at about the 32 after a bobbled ball. Hope you enjoyed that second half entertainment by the incredible Millard North dance team and, of course, the Millard North marching band. The Mustangs marching band will take to the stage tomorrow right here at Buell Stadium, performing at 8 o'clock in the state marching contest. Mustangs last won the contest in 2019, and they're looking to go back again and take home a trophy. So come out and support your Mustangs tomorrow at 8. As here's Fritton in the shotgun backfield. He'll take it. It'll be a low snap, but he'll hold it. Ball is up, overthrown. 10 for number 11, Jackson Carpenter. Carpenter was the one who had that big one-on-one touchdown catch in the second quarter over Jaden Hogan Marshall. Coverage that time is by number 6, Michael Schultz. Mustangs pass defense has been pretty good this game. Besides giving up 2 big touchdown plays, they've been relatively locked down. As one might say, it's a no-fly zone here at Buell Stadium. Here's a handoff up the middle. Number 20, Cal Newell gets stuffed for a loss. Mustangs finally starting to figure him out. And now it'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, the Mustangs chose to run down the clock at the end of the second half. They trusted their defense, and now they've got them in the 3rd and pretty long. A defensive stop could prove Mustang coaches all the right for that decision.
Here's Fritton. He'll take the shotgun snap. He'll hold it himself, roll to the left. He's got nowhere to go, so he'll toss it out of bounds. Incredible defense there.
That's exactly what the Mustangs were looking for.
That was number 8, Caden Vermas. When Fritton rolled to his right, Vermas came up to follow him, and instead of just over pursuing, Vermas waited and allowed Fritton to kind of get uncomfortable, not let him squirt by him, and he's able to get him to throw it away. So the Mustangs force a 3-and-out on the first drive of the second half. Punt will go into the back of the Mustangs. It'll be blocked and down at the 25. So the Mustangs will have the ball with incredible field position to start the second half. And the Mustangs with all the momentum now in this game.
Another special teams miscue from the Silverhawks. First on that kickoff to set up the Mustangs within about 30 yards of the end zone, and now a blocked kick to put them in probably the same spot.
That's right. Mustangs need to score here. They got momentum down by 1. So here's Hansen under center. Vermas in that I-back formation. They'll give it to him. He'll have a hole, and he'll go for a gain of about 5. So a good first play by the Stangs.
Definitely a way the Mustangs can kind of take control of this game is the use of Caden Vermas. He's shown time and time again he's one of the best players out in the field night and night again. So the Mustangs really have to utilize him if they want to blow this game open.
That's right. Vermas came into the season relatively unknown. He was just kind of the sophomore on varsity, but immediately made his presence felt, and he's had a heck of a season. So he looks to cap it off here and hopefully get the Mustangs into the Nebraska playoffs. So Bogat's in the backfield, 2 slots to the left and a wide out. It'll be a pass. Hansen looking for Newberry, and he'll have him. It's a touchdown.
What a catch by Newberry.
Evan Hansen to Pierce Newberry for the 20-yard touchdown throw, and the Mustangs score first. Now up 19-14 off a great pass play.
They haven't thrown a lot in this game, but they've just proven how They establish that run, and when they do throw, they can convert.
And the Mustangs offense is on the field. They're going to go for 2.
They got to get that advantage back.
That's right. They're trying to get back that missed PAT they had earlier. And there's no better time to do it than now when you have all the momentum.
It's exactly what they were looking to do. Stop them on the first drive and then go and punch it in for the lead. So far, game plan is working for the Mustangs.
3. Play clock clicking down, so the Mustangs will take a timeout. Little miscommunication on what their play was. So they'll take a break before they have to punch this one in for 2. We talked how the Mustangs like that run-first offense, but they can throw when they need to, and they just proved why. Pierce Mooberry, a fantastic one-on-one pass catcher. He just kind of waited in the end zone for that ball, made the jump at the right time, put his hands on it, and came down with it for 6. Mustangs will come out of that timeout. On the field here, looking to punch it in for 2 and take the 7-point lead.
We'll pitch it to Vermoss. He's got the edge.
He'll get in for 2. Vermoss, a great reach. And the Mustangs will score to get that PAT back +1. And they'll take a 7-point lead, now up 21-14 with 10:10 left in this third quarter.
I mean, Vermoss, he is that playmaker for the Mustangs. You saw him picking up yards on that last drive. He's been in and out of scoring plays for the past few games. Great contribution, grabbing that 2-point and grabbing the 7-point lead to allow the defense go and maybe get another stop on the Silverhawks. They've been quite in form since the beginning, the first quarter, so all rolling the Mustangs' way.
That's right. So the Mustangs will come off to kick it again. And if you're the Silverhawks here, you've got to be demoralized. You know, you came out on offense hoping to get a quick score, and the Mustangs stopped you and took that quick score themselves, now up 7. So if you're the Silverhawks coach, what are you telling your team going into this next drive?
This drive has to be, you got to stay calm, got to pick up the first downs, and you've got to make sure you get into the end zone to keep pace with this Mustangs offense that's been kind of running all over your defense. So I think he's telling them, hey, chunk yardage plays. We're not going to try and go for the big shots, force any turnovers, and make sure we just get down and get 7.
And they have the running back to do that. Cal Newell
Definitely
has been running all over the Mustangs defense so far this game. They've started to corral him a little bit this second half at the end of the first half there, but he definitely still has the playmaking ability to bust some big ones. So the Mustangs need to watch out for him.
He will hold it himself, and he's sacked. That's number 43, Michael Begley.
Begley making his presence felt. Great work by the Mustang defensive line. That's what this defense needed. Get the energy up.
I mean, he read that play perfectly. It was, could have let Noel take it, but decides to stay in with the quarterback and drags him right to the ground. Bring up 2nd down and 13.
Fritton keeping it himself. This time he'll go forward for a gain of 5. So he'll get that sack back plus some. And it'll bring up a 3rd and medium from their own 38-yard line.
Sets up a 3rd and 5. Got to be thinking a must convert. He's got options. He's got 3 wide receivers and Noel in the backfield. He will hand it off.
That's Jewell. And Charlie Quaintance
just stays on his feet.
Charlie Quaintance coming up from the safety position just missed that tackle. So Newell's able to get the first down and extend this drive for the Silverhawks. So Newell, their playmaker, helps keep this drive alive, as now they're approaching midfield, almost into Mustangs territory. Fritton has been in the shotgun all game. It won't change now. He's back there with Newell. It'll be a pass. Fritton has Carpenter wide open, and he'll hit him. That's number 11, Jackson Carpenter, off to the races for another Silverhawks touchdown.
Once again, you see Carpenter's speed just be a little too much for Hogan Marshall out on the edge.
That's right. Coming into this game, we expected wide receiver Jack Baptista, to be their number one receiving threat, and it has proved differently. Carpenter really made his presence felt. Carpenter, only a sophomore. His dad, a big fullback for the Huskers in the day, Columbus native, now in Lincoln. The PAT is good.
You have Carpenter coming into this game, only 10 receptions on the year for just 1 touchdown. He's got 2 tonight.
That's a 200% increase with touchdowns. Use some math terms there. Calculus knowledge comes into play somewhere.
Yep. And that's what happens when you're spending a lot of time covering their number one guy, putting a lot of effort in making sure he doesn't spring the big plays, because he's shown how fast he is. That just frees up the other wide receiver.
So the Silverhawks will respond and even up the ball game, as both teams now have a touchdown in this third quarter.
That 2-point crucial, as it would have been a lead for the Silverhawks if not for a little bit of boldness from the Mustangs. Back to receive is Hogan Marshall and Des DeHaans. And now on to kick again is Hull for the Silverhawks. We're all tied up at 21 with 8:21 to play in the third quarter. Hull will kick it away. It'll drift back to Hogan Marshall. He had a good return in the first half. Might have some space up the middle.
He loses the ball.
Coughs up the football.
And it looks like the Silverhawks will have it. Some final confirmation. And they will come up with the football. So Hogan Marshall will give one up.
Just hasn't been Hogan Marshall's night tonight.
This is unlike him. He's the Mustangs' number one cover man, and he's just not had his night. Hogan Marshall, the senior. This could be his last football game ever. So the Mustangs defense now on the field. Getting a little pep talk by Coach Chavez there. Looking to get another big stop.
They got to make something happen. Hold them to at least 3, if not a turnover.
They'll try to keep it here. Fritton in the backfield. Be a handoff to Newell, who will go for 5. Who will go for 2 before getting stopped. So the Mustangs starting to key in on running back Cam Newell. Stopping his free reign.
Bring up 2nd and 9. Low snap.
Another Newell handoff. He'll get bottled up at the line of scrimmage and go down for a short gain of about 1 or 2. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7. So great work by this Mustangs defensive line, playing heads-up football and stopping the run first.
Big play here. It's 3rd and 7. Mustangs got to hold them to at least 3. They had the momentum. It's kind of shifted back towards the Silverhawks. It's a crucial play here.
Low snap, but it's caught. Fritton has nothing downfield, but he'll scramble, have a wide open hole, and he'll get in for a touchdown.
Silverhawks take the lead.
The Mustangs' pass defense was good there, but their coverage of the quarterback broke down, and Fritton was able to scramble and put it in. So the Silverhawks will go up 6. Looking to make it 7 with this extra point.
John Hall on to kick the extra point.
It is good. So the Silverhawks will take a 28-21 lead with 7 minutes left in this third quarter.
I mean, that's how quick the game can change. Looked like it was all Mustangs' way. Just like that, they're facing another deficit.
So both teams have had momentum so far in this third quarter. Mustangs came out and scored quick, and the Silverhawks respond with 2 back-to-back, and only 5 minutes gone off the clock. So 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes. Still 7 minutes left to play in this third quarter. There's still a lot of ball game left, folks.
Now here's where the Mustangs have to respond. Earlier in the year, we've seen them get down by a touchdown in the second and third quarter and just not be able to recover. They go 3 and out and let the other team kind of run away with it. So they have to settle down, really set back into their offense, and try and go get 7 on this drive. Hall on to kick it away. Will go out of bounds.
Flag will fly on that kick out of bounds. Ball went out at about the 18-yard line, so the Mustangs will start with pretty good field position on this drive, and they need to score one here. With how fast this game is moving, the Mustangs cannot afford to get behind. So they'll start at the 35-yard line.
Big drive for the Mustangs.
Hanson under center. He'll give to Charlie Quaintance in the I-back. Quaintance has a big hole, and he'll go forward for a gain of 12. That's the first we've seen of Charlie Quaintance on offense since the opener against Papillion La Vista. He's a great weapon for the Mustangs, and he shows why on that 12-yard run.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. We'll give right to Bogats. Pick up about 5. Good first down play. Need that chunk yardage, set up some shorter seconds, some shorter third downs. Exactly what they're looking for. We'll set up second and 5. Just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Only halfway through the third quarter, and we got plenty of action. He'll keep it himself.
So Hanson's keeper will go for a gain of about 3. Bring up a 3rd and 2.
Looked like he had Quaintance on the pitch, but he decides that he saw something. Take it inside. Unfortunately, it didn't really formalize how he wanted to.
So 3rd and 3. This is the type of third downs that this Mustang offense wants. The 3rd and shorts where they can give it to their fullback and let him go make a play, run a man over, and get the first down.
Third and 3.
It's a handoff to Bogats.
He'll get close.
He'll get the first. The chains will move, and the Mustangs will get a new set of downs.
That will be a Legacy Village
Chick-fil-A
first down.
Give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Chick-fil-A and Legacy Village. Thank you for your long support of Mustang communities. Next time you're out and about in Mustang country, please be sure to visit Chick-fil-A in Legacy Village. Thank you for your sponsorship of Mustangs athletics and activities. So we're back to the action here. Back in that I-back formation. Bogat's the fullback with Vermas behind him. It'll be a pitch to Vermas. He'll have some room to run, but he'll get swallowed up for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that third down play was quite a big play. You assume they'd go for it on 4th down, but to pick it up on 3rd down and to get a new set of downs in positive territory is exactly what this Mustang offense needed.
So here's another I-back handoff to Vermas. He's got room on the outside this time. Makes a man miss.
He'll cut it back again.
So Vermas with that good cutback run. Go for a gain of 9. And it'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it looked like the Mustangs were going to get stopped in another 3rd and long situation, but great moves by Vermas to get it into 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 1. They'll come back in the same I-back. It'll be a Hanson QB sneak up the middle, go for 3, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, that's the type of play you just got to get the yardage. No fooling around. No trying to confuse the defense. You just got to get in there, hard nose, and drive for that 1st down. They're moving the ball pretty well right now. They got a fresh set of downs at the 31.
Mooberry in motion. Hanson will pass. He's looking for Mooberry. He'll have him wide open. Mooberry shrugs a man off and will go for a gain of 13. So Hanson's 2nd completion, both to Mooberry and both for big plays.
Yeah, a little motion by Mooberry. You could tell defense wasn't quite ready for him and that Hanson was looking for him all the way. It's been his target all night and all season. No surprise that that connection comes up big. Get him into the red zone. First set of downs at the Silverhawks 16. Be a handoff to Vermas, who will dive for about 5 or 6. I mean, this is the exact drive that they were looking for. They gave up some big plays, had a fumble on the kickoff, let the Silverhawks take back control of the game. But this is exactly what they were looking for, to kind of slow the game down and be able to put in their style of offense.
That's right. Mustangs want to take over, and they do so by not letting Lincoln Southwest dictate how they play this game. Don't change your game plan because they're scoring quickly. So it'll be an I-back, a give to Vermas, and he'll get swallowed at the line for no gain.
Not a super long 3rd down, but still one that could pose an issue as potentially not being able to utilize that short running game.
It will be 3rd and 3, and with the Mustangs at the opposing 8-yard line, you got to think they're going for it here. You can't not go for it. You got to score.
They got to be bold. They're down by 7.
So it'll be Bogats alone in the backfield with Hanson under center. 2 slots to the left. Motion to Vermas. Hand off to Bogats, who has a huge hole. And he goes through for the 1st down.
Exactly what they were looking for. Exactly what they got. They've been very good on this drive about converting those 3rd downs and coming up with big plays when they need them. That's what's going to get this Mustang team over the line.
So now 1st and goal from the opposing 3-yard line. The Mustangs look to punch it in to even it out.
First and goal.
I-back formation. Hanson will give to Vermas, who cuts in for the touchdown. So the Mustangs respond with a 3-yard Vermas run, and that was a complete drive through and through. Mustangs driving from their own 35-yard line and punching it in, taking 6 minutes off the clock, and they'll look to even it out with this PAT.
Gotta hope the PAT consistency comes back. Don't want to get into a situation where This one goes wide, but he does put it through the uprights. We are tied.
So with 49 seconds left in the third quarter, Mustangs tie it up, and we have ourselves a ball game.
I mean, what an exciting third quarter. More offense in the third quarter than the first half. Setting us up for a great finish.
So the Mustangs will kick. So Mustangs will kick off to Lincoln Southwest as they look to respond. Mustangs need a defensive stand here if they want to take the lead.
Will be Jansen on to kick. He nailed the extra point. A low one.
It'll bounce at the 20. So the Mustangs will corral him down at the 35.
It's Taryn Rahe.
Decent field position for the Silverhawks as their offense will come on the field and look to punch in it again. So Fritton in the backfield, two running backs, Newell one of them. He'll keep it. It'll be a dump off. It's a dump to number 4, Trenton Sander. Sander built up a lot of steam on that run. Able to get the first down, move the chains.
Able to turn on the Jets there, kind of just outrun the Millard North defense.
So 1st and 10 again. Silverhawks having some trouble with the play, switching up some personnel. Fritton gets set, and he'll take it in the shotgun. It'll be a handoff to Newell, who will get stuffed for no gain. Mustangs defense is all over him.
This D-line has been special this game, not only getting pressure on Fritton, but as well they've kind of adapted to the running game that Silverhawks have brought to the table and been able to stuff Newell on numerous occasions.
That's right, Newell was all over him in that first half, and now they've essentially stopped him.
That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your Millard North Mustangs tied 28-28 with the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. On comes the teams for fourth quarter action here at beautiful Buell. Silverhawks have 2nd and 10 from their own 48. Looking to penetrate this Mustang defense. It's been solid all night. Fritton under pressure. He's going to get sacked. Number 5, Rocky Chavez. Definitely the way you want to start this quarter. Set the tone, get a big sack, put them in 3rd and long, probably going to have to pass the ball, although don't rule out Newell. So they've got 4 wide receivers, Newell in the backfield. Fritton will drop back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. He's wide open. He will make a man miss. That is Baptista, and that's what they can do. We haven't seen Baptista since the first quarter, and he comes out like that with a bang in the fourth quarter. Silverhawks been able to hit the big plays. Kind of frustrating for the Mustang defense because they've been so solid over and over again in this game, but they just give up those lapses of judgment.
This Mustang defense, especially susceptible to that passing game. All 5 touchdowns, have come in the air except for 1. And that's 2 to Baptista and 2 to Carpenter. One thing the Mustangs have done really well this game is their rushing defense. Colin Newell came into this game averaging 137 yards per game. Mustangs have held him to 62 through 3 quarters.
That's the thing with an offense like this. You take away one side of it, and they're just going to hit you really hard with the other side of it.
That's right. So the Mustangs need to clean it up on the back end, but their defensive line has really been the stars of this game. So they'll go down again, but this is nothing we haven't seen before. The Mustangs will respond, and they have time to do it. 11-16 left in this game. Attention Mustangs Nation, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, your Millard North Theater Department will be performing Newsies at Millard North High School. Tickets are available at showtix4u.com. The cast and crew have been preparing for a long time. This is set to be one of the best the Mustangs have produced yet. Head Principal Aaron Behringer will be in the performance along with Social Studies teacher Mr. Meyer. So, hop over to the Mustang School and enjoy some Newsies action this weekend.
On to kick is John Hull as the carousel of kickers for the Silverhawks continues, going back and forth.
That's a deep one. It'll be caught.
Dre Thomas on the return. He's got some room to the right. Get a block, cut it back.
He holds on to the ball, and he'll go down at the 27-yard line. So a decent return from the Mustangs, as now the offense will come back on. Evan Hansen and the boys looking to respond.
Silverhawks with a quick strike on the last drive. Mustangs got to be sure to not push anything that they don't need to. Just keep calm in their system and keep pushing the ball down the field. It's worked time and time again.
That's right, as we were talking about, don't let the Silverhawks speed dictate your speed on offense. As here's a Hansen keeper. He'll pitch it to Vermas and will go out of bounds for a loss.
Yeah, going to the short side of the field on that one. Not really much room to operate. Not a
That's right. With a pitch game like that, you might want to run it to the long side, give your pitch guy the option to get the edge and get room to run, especially with Vermas' speed. That's where he's most lethal.
Yeah, Vermas has showed time and time again in the pitch game that he can break a few tackles and just bust big run after big run. So definitely want to open up the field more for Vermas to kind of function in.
I-back formation, hand off to Vermas.
Just like that.
Runs a few guys over, and he'll go for a gain of 7. Making this a much more manageable 3rd and 4. Vermas with 81 rushing yards through 3 quarters. He leads the Mustang. Bogats is in second with 64, and Hansen, his only major run coming with that big scamper, has 44. But Hansen does have a passing touchdown to Mooberry. So the two offenses are relatively comparable. Mustangs rule in time of possession, however, taking much more time in their drives than the Silverhawks.
Crucial 3rd down.
Pitch to Vermas. He'll get the first and some. So he'll get knocked out of bounds at the 49. with a big run.
What a great player Vermos is. Continuing to come up with clutch third down and two-point conversion plays, keep the Mustangs in this ballgame.
So Mustangs with a fresh set of downs at the 50-yard line. Charlie Quainton's in the game.
Oof.
Bogats has nowhere to go and is killed for a loss.
I mean, they've been setting up the run game all game so far. You got to be wondering, when is Hansen going to turn to the pass?
We've seen it a few times, but with a rushing offense working so far, why change? And with plenty of time left on the clock, you don't need to score in a hurry. So stick with what you've got until you need to change it. And with a game this close, it might come down to who can score the quickest at the end of the fourth. But Mustangs aren't there yet. As here's an I-back handoff to Vermos, who'll go up the middle for a gain of 5. And they'll make it a 3rd and 7. So the dreaded 3rd and long is back to haunt the Mustangs. Third and 7 brings up the question, if the Mustangs don't make it here, do you punt the ball or do you go for it on 4th?
I don't think in a game like this where the Mustang offense has been so susceptible to big plays and lapses in coverage, you have to go for it and you have to keep this game close.
Vermos will pass, but a flag will fly. It looks like it could be illegal motion. False start on the offense. So that'll make a 3rd and 7, a 3rd and 12.
So it looks almost like it has to be a pass on this play. They were going to go for a pass on that one. Now in a situation where they're forced to pass, will it be as effective as if they're just hitting off the run game?
Mustangs have their playmakers on the field. Quainton, Smooberry, and Bogats in the backfield. As it will be a pass. Hansen has no time, but he'll loft one up to Mooberry. It'll be high, incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 12. The punt team will come out.
You gotta hope the defense can find something in them to hold them. I mean, the ability to hold the Silverhawks on this next drive could dictate the outcome of the entire season.
Try this a crucial game for playoff contention. For those of you who do not know how playoffs work in Nebraska, it is sorted based off districts and then NSAA power points. Power points come from the strength of your schedule, how much you win by, and the strength of the opponents you lose to. 16 teams make the playoffs every year. Millard North right now is currently number 17. There are 6 districts. The top 2 teams from each district qualify immediately, and then 4 wild cards come in after that. Mustangs are in District 6 and are currently 4th in District 6. So the only way they can sneak into the playoffs is with a wild card spot. And right now they are close with a few other schools, namely Lincoln East, who's playing Gretna right now. Lincoln East is in the top 2 of their district, though, so they won't fall. The one Millard North needs is Papillion La Vista. Mustangs need them to win. That would help up their power points and help them sneak into the playoffs. Mustangs beat La Vista in the first game this season, but if La Vista were to win, that would make the Mustangs' strength of schedule harder, upping their power points and sneaking them into a wild card spot. However, none of that matters if the Mustangs cannot get the job done tonight. So with a 5-yard run on first down, it brings up 2nd and 5 for the Silverhawks. Here's Fritton in the shotgun. He'll take it. Pass looking for Carpenter. Well covered, but Carpenter makes an incredible grab over defender Michael Schultz.
And that's just been the Achilles heel of this Mustang defense, is that pass coverage. even when they're playing good coverage, the Silverhawks, the wide receivers just make big plays. Carpenter with several huge catches over defenders.
It doesn't help that Carpenter's 6'2", is getting covered by DBs who are barely 5'8", so the Mustangs might need to match him up with someone a little bigger.
Oh my.
First down run will bring up 2nd and 5 again. Mustangs chasing Fritton, who's rolling to his left. He'll get tackled, but not until he gets a gain of 3. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. This is a crucial 3rd down. Mustangs need it.
This is a big play right here. It could potentially keep the Mustangs in the game. A little bit of confusion.
Fritton in the shotgun as always. He hands off to Newell, who will get stuffed and not. He'll stay on his feet.
Looks like his knee might have touched, but they let him keep going.
Mustangs had him swallowed for no gain, and Newell makes an incredible play. Gets that 1st down and keeps Lincoln Southwest in this drive. Tough break for the Mustangs.
Fritton will keep it, and he'll get swallowed up at the line by Mustangs defensive line. This quarter going much quicker than the 3rd quarter, already winding down.
That's right, Lincoln Southwest taking lots of time off the clock on this drive.
I mean, the Mustangs need a turnover or some luck to get a chance at winning this game.
Fritton in the shotgun. Take it, it'll be a pass. Looking for Baptista, and he'll have him. Over the shoulder pass to Baptista is complete. His 3rd touchdown of the game, and the Silverhawks will take a commanding 13-point lead.
And that's been the story of the game so far. Just the wideouts for the Silverhawks have been way too much for the DBs of Millard North to cover.
Name of the game is big plays, and the Mustangs have given them up all day long.
And Hull will hit it through the uprights to make it a 14-point deficit.
So at 4:24, Mustangs down by 14. They're going to need a quick score here if they want to stay in it.
Now, like we were talking about, now it's maybe time to change up the pace of the offense. There's no time left for the chipping away at cluster yardage plays. Got to start taking shots here if they want to get back into this game. On to kick it away is John Mull. Sorry, John Hull. Kick is high and away. It'll fall for Dre Thomas. Dre Thomas gets a block.
Dre Thomas has room to run. Make a man miss. He won't follow his blocker, but he'll get a great return all the way up to the opposing 42-yard line. So Dre Thomas with a fantastic return to get some life into this Mustangs offense.
DeHaans was kind of pushing a little too far ahead of him. Could use another block. Wasn't quite fast enough, though, Dre Thomas. But it sets the Mustangs up in good position here. A big pitch to Mooberry.
Mooberry with room to run on the outside. He'll go for a gain of about 9. So Mustangs getting some chunk yardage plays here. Clock continues to wind down, dropping under 4 minutes. So there's an injured Silverhawk on the field, so we will take a timeout. Injury timeout.
I mean, this could be potentially where that huddle offense and not having those plays to quickly go to could come back to hurt the Mustangs. I mean, they have to get these plays up and on the line if they want to erase this deficit. And that huddle is really going to slow down the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, another reminder, tomorrow is Millard North's annual Fall Craft Fair at the high school from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come out, admission is $3. Tons of fall crafts and other decorations. Holiday season is coming up. Get something stocked up for your family and loved ones. Visit the craft fair, all sorts of local vendors. Come out and support your Millard community. I know lots of Mustang activities we're helping set up this afternoon. And so that's looking to be a successful event tomorrow. Craft fair at the high school, 9 to 3 p.m. As we're back with some Mustang action right now. 2nd and 2. This is where you might want to take a shot. You know you can come back and get the first down on 3rd. So why not throw one downfield and see what you can get? As Hansen will pitch it to Vermas, who will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Flag is thrown, but it's thrown after the play.
Tried a little bit of trickery. Don't know if that was the right call there.
Intended for number 13, Dre Thomas, excuse me. But it was just a little bit underthrown, which allowed the DB to come back and get it. And so that interception might spell the end of it for the Stangs. Down by 14 with 3:40 left in this game.
I mean, with the game on the line, it's kind of a risky play, taking the ball away from your playmaker quarterback who you know can make those throws. I mean, as a bold play call, this time it didn't work out.
That's right, but that's the type of play calls you want. Want to win big, you got to play big. And like we're saying, 2nd and 2, you know you can get the first, so why not throw one downfield? So, got to credit the coaches for taking a shot, but it didn't work out for the Stangs. And it'll be Lincoln Southwest ball with 3:40 left in this game.
I mean, great solid pass coverage, pretty much all game from the secondary of the Silverhawks.
So expecting run. Use their stud running back, Cal Newell, run this game out. Fritton will keep it himself. Go for a gain of 8. Stay in bounds, and the clock continues to run. He's brought down after a gain of 7. And the Silverhawks will take their time getting set, letting that play clock tick down, letting the game clock tick down. As they're just waiting. And now they'll get set. Fritton in the backfield with Newell. Expecting a Newell handoff here. And it'll be just that. Newell will get hit right at the line by Rocky Chavez. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
The Mustangs will elect not to use their timeouts. Could potentially see no point in doing so.
So 2:30 and counting now. Play clock's at 15 as the Silverhawks get set. 3rd and 1. Frid in the backfield from Newell. And it will be a Newell handoff. He'll bust through and get the first down. So the Silverhawks will get a new set of downs. Stopping the clock momentarily. And now it'll roll again with 2:08. Mustangs still not electing to use their timeouts. Down 14 as the clock ticks under 2 minutes. Play clock at 15. Frit in the backfield with Newell. Newell handoff. He'll run into a pile for a gain of 2 or 3. But the clock ticks under. Stops at 1:32. The Mustangs will take a timeout. So this whole game, the Achilles heel for the Mustangs has been that passing offense. 6 touchdowns were scored on the Mustangs, 5 of them through the air. Jack Batista had 3. Jackson Carpenter with 2, and then Fritton capped it off with that scramble run. So it's been a day for the Silverhawks. They'll go into the playoffs with some momentum. They will win District 6 and get a pretty good seed going into the playoffs. The Mustangs, with this loss, will fall to 4-5 and miss playoffs this year. Barring a miracle, this Mustang team season is over. So a big Newell run.
Newell on the carry, brought down by Charlie Quaintance.
Tackle on the play is by Charlie Quaintance. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1. As the clock will tick to 1:15 now.
I mean, it was a great game by both sides. It was back and forth. Mustangs just couldn't keep pace with them in the end.
So no timeout will be taken as the clock falls under a minute now. So despite the loss of this game and the end of the Mustangs season, it was an incredible effort by the Mustangs all season long. We saw them play with some incredible grit, especially in that opener against Papillion La Vista, winning in overtime. Lincoln Southwest timeout with 44 seconds left.
I mean, this team has shown signs of greatness all season, playing West Side and Prep real close. Those teams are really highly rated across Nebraska. So
they beat Millard South, who is on top of District 1 and is going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. So the Mustangs have shown flashes of some incredible football, and most of their playmakers are young guys. We mentioned sophomores Caden Vermoss, Pierce Mooberry, Colin Bogatz. Quarterback Evan Hansen, only a junior, so a lot of key pieces for this Mustang offense will be returning next year. And the Mustangs have a lot of good things to build on.
They got a tough district draw too. They had a lot of high-quality teams, West and Lincoln, Southwest and Southeast, all very good teams.
And with their schedule, the Mustangs have played incredibly tough teams as well. 7 playoff teams, 7 out of their 9 games were against playoff teams. So the Mustangs at 4-5. Incredible effort this year, as the clock is at 34 and counting on this Mustang season.
And this is it. This is the final play.
25. Silverhawks in that victory formation. Fritton will knee the ball, and that will be the end. As it clicks down. 10 seconds left. From Buell Stadium, your Mustangs will fall to the visiting Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks 42-28. From the booth, I'm with Ian Kling. My name is Thomas Roth. I would like to thank you for the honor of broadcasting for these last 2 years. We will see you later for some Mustang action. Basketball season will be starting up soon. And of course, next year, your Mustang football team will look to avenge some of these losses. But for now, so long from the booth. Good night.